So the other day I was watching Below Deck. Obviously, what else would I be doing? And the chef on the show, Kiko, made this amazing dish called moqueca, and it's a Brazilian dish. It's a fish stew with peppers and coconut milk. And I thought, that looks amazing. Why don't I cook it myself? And then I thought, why don't I film myself cooking it? And the idea sort of evolved to doing a whole menu based on a regional cuisine. We are gonna be focusing on a Brazilian food today. And in the end, I'm gonna invite my family to try out my amateur food. And hopefully it will turn out great. Since I don't have a lot of knowledge surrounding Brazilian food, I think the only time I ever had Brazilian food was like barbecue, you know, with the stick and they serve the meat. And that's pretty much it. And obviously that's not good enough. I'm gonna do some research. And hopefully this is gonna be a great idea. I don't know how this is gonna work. So after 5 minutes into me reading about Brazilian cuisine on Wikipedia, I learned that it's actually influenced by a lot of different cuisines all over the world. So according to Wikipedia, the national dish of Brazil is something that I'm struggling to pronounce.
Feijoada.
Feijoada. It's a stew with beans, with beef and pork. And obviously, being a Muslim, I can't eat pork, so unfortunately I can't make this dish. Right now I'm very much drawn to something called coxinha, which is like a croquette, and inside it's chicken and like covered in dough. And apparently Nigella Lawson has done this. I saw a tasty video on YouTube, so I'm not quite sure whether or not I should do this. I do want to focus on something that's less popular, but it also looks very good, this little fried wonder. So instead of the coxinha, I'm thinking of making something called acaraje, which is a fritter made with black-eyed peas. That sounds fun to me. And I finally decided of doing something called pave, where it's soaked biscuits, and that looks interesting to me, so I'm just gonna do that one. Every time I go to a Brazilian barbecue, all I'm looking forward to is the grilled pineapple. It is chef's kisses. I have dreams about this pineapple. It's warm, it's juicy, it's sweet, it's cinnamony, cinnamony. There we go. It's everything you will hope for in fruit. I just want to put that out there and appreciate my fellow Brazilians that I appreciate your pineapple. So in Brazil, there's something called caldo de cana. It's basically juiced sugarcane. And we have something very similar in Hong Kong. I love sugarcane juice. And unfortunately, people don't really sell sugarcanes here in England. And even if they do, it's very hard to find like a juicer that juices sugarcane. So obviously I can't do this recipe. And so I've been looking at something called Vitamina de Abacate, a smoothie made with avocado, sugar, and milk. I've always wanted to try a avocado smoothie, and I think this is my calling. So to recap everything, I'm gonna do acaraje starters, the moqueca for the main, pave for dessert, and the Vitamina de Abacate for the drink. I'm gonna try to buy the ingredients tomorrow and hopefully start plotting my game plan. Welcome back to my kitchen. It is about 2 days later and I got all my groceries yesterday, so today I'm gonna cook. Yes! Honestly, I was shitting myself yesterday night because I don't know whether or not things are gonna turn out okay today. I totally forgot to soak my beans. That sounded really dirty. I did soak them at around like 3 o'clock because I woke up remembering, holy crap, I need to soak my beans. And the beans are soaked now, so it's all good. I think I'm gonna get started on the dessert first because that needs to chill. I need to chill. So I found this recipe on YouTube. I don't know if it's authentic or not, but judging by the YouTube comments, it's all Portuguese, so I'm guessing it is. I've got egg yolk, cornstarch, Lense milk, single cream, milk, vanilla extract, and a packet of rich tea biscuits, my favorite. Okay, I'm gonna do it now. First, we're gonna mix the condensed milk with the cornstarch. You know what I miss? Fried buns with condensed milk. That's one thing. I haven't had it in a long time. I honestly miss it a lot. In goes the cornstarch with the condensed milk in a saucepan. I don't know why I wore black. I'm handling powder. So after the cornstarch, we're gonna add the 2 egg yolks. Just make sure at me trying to pretend I know what I'm doing. We're gonna add the 2 cups of milk. Once the mixture is all mixed, we're gonna heat it up in a medium heat until it's thick with 2 C's. I think I'm gonna add a dash of vanilla extract, even though in the recipe they don't have it. I've seen in a couple of ones that they do. So I'm just gonna add a dash to spice things up a bit. I don't think that makes sense because when you call someone vanilla, you're basically, they're saying they're not spicy, so it's not really spicing anything up. So now that it's in a custardy consistency, you can take it off the heat and let it rest. And while you're doing that, you can pour heavy cream. So after the heavy cream is stirred in, we can start assembling it. We're just gonna pour our first layer on. Spread it like that. You're gonna wanna dip a biscuit into the milk. Layered it. Ooh, broke. So now I'm gonna shave a layer of chocolate on top, and that will be it. Now I'm just gonna wait for it to chill, put it in the fridge, and that is the dessert done. So it is much later now. I'm gonna get started on the acaraje. I've already deshelled the black eyed peas and soaked it overnight. And I'm gonna chop this onion, blend those 2 things together to make a paste. So this is done. All I have to do now is fry it in palm oil, which I'll do later. So now I'm going to do the filling. And so I've got 50 grams of crab, 50 grams of dried shrimp, 50 grams of fresh shrimp as the filling, 3 slices of day-old bread, 42 grams of peanuts, and also 42 grams of cashews. Now I'm gonna blitz the seafood together, set aside, and then I'm going to blitz the bread with the cashews. So now I'm gonna fry the fritters. I'm gonna make it into like a ball shape. Actually, I'm glad that I am wearing black now. Palm oil is orange. I'm gonna fry this filling. So the onion, the garlic, the chili, and the ginger is going in to the palm oil for the filling first. You want to sweat it out for about 2 minutes. And then you're gonna add the dried shrimp, and crab mixture. And then you also want to add half a tomato. And last but not least, you add a can of coconut milk and the breadcrumb and nuts mixture. You should have some sort of like pasty consistency. And so just season it with salt and pepper. Handful of coriander, and you're done. Basically, we have tomato paste, onion, garlic, jalapeno, red bell pepper, carrots, tomato, coconut milk, cumin, paprika, lime, coriander, and chicken stock. I'm gonna heat up a pan and put in 2 tablespoons of palm oil. The palm oil gives that red, distinct flavor. So now that the palm oil is all melted, I'm gonna add in the onion just to saute it a little bit. And we're gonna season the onion a bit with a sprinkle of salt. Now that we've been sauteing the onions, we're gonna add everything else inside. It's been 45 minutes, so now I'm gonna add 1 cup of chicken stock, 1 tablespoon of tomato paste, and my cumin and paprika. After that, you're gonna pour in the tomatoes. To be honest, guys, I don't even know if this is an authentic recipe. I'm just going by whichever recipe has the highest rating on Google in English. So, and now we're just gonna wait for the carrots to soften. Do its magic. The carrots are softened. I'm gonna add coconut milk, and then I'm going to put in fish. This has lime juice, salt, and lime zest on it. So it's been marinating a while, and I'm just gonna make the stew. Also, I forgot to mention that I'm using cod. You're supposed to use like thick cuts of white fish, and I couldn't find any sea bass in my local Asda, so I just used cod. I know it's not ideal because cod is not as flavorful in my opinion than other white fish. That's everything done. I can start serving. I'll see what my parents' reaction is. Also, I'm gonna do the drink later on. This is the finishing result of the acaraje. So I made the drink before the dessert. It's got 1 avocado, 400 ml of milk, and some honey in it.
Wow.
It's interesting. I feel like it needs more honey. Anyway, let's dig in. I think it's quite flavorful, no?
I feel some beans.
Yeah,
What kind of beans is
it's black eyed peas.
this? That like
Fish cake.
fish cake.
My final verdict is that I like the filling, but not so much the fruit. Maybe I did it wrong, who knows? Probably did it all wrong, let's be honest.
Well, I think it's a healthy food.
It's not healthy.
Well,
It's deep fried.
anyway, it's
Yes, we're gonna move on to the next dish now because my dad wants to. So this is the finishing results of the moqueca.
I like that one.
It's like coconutty,
Yeah.
a bit sour. I like it.
Cheese is there. Quite well.
I would like some.
You like some more?
Yeah. This is homemade fish ball. It's a restaurant.
That's a good question, actually. Do people eat this at home or do they go to restaurants? Like some Chinese food, you only eat in restaurants
Just
and
some just
right.
restaurant.
So I don't actually know. My parents are getting seconds. 不小心溜了。 Okay, this is so much better now that I've added more honey. How would you rate this? 1 to 10.
That's fine.
Not bad. I'll take it. Should we do dessert now?
Yeah.
So this is the pave. As you can see, it's got like layers of biscuits and cream.
Oh, very nice.
Here.
Looks very nice.
I like it.
Very good. Very good. Not that sweet. Yeah.
I like this.
Yes.
So good.
Too sweet is but just like too sweet.
I feel like British people would think this is not sweet enough.
Yeah.
Which I
They-
think
they-
is
they-
perfectly fine, which
they-
my mom thinks is too sweet.
Yeah.
So you're
Already please everyone, guys.
I'll give 85.
85 out of 100.
Yeah.
Ooh. What about you, Mom?
7.
7
It's too
out of
sweet.
100.
It's too sweet for her.
There's a whole pan so we can eat it for days.
Yeah.
My mom is on a diet, so she's breaking her diet
Yeah.
for me. I feel very privileged.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Please
Yeah.
subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Like.
Give me a
and
like.
dislike.
say to everyone.
If you like.
I am so full. I'm so tired. just want to sleep now. I hope the things that I've made actually taste like what it's supposed to taste like. I hope it was mildly entertaining. If you do enjoy it, leave me a comment of what cuisine you'd like to see me make next time. Also, I changed out of my black hoodie because I was sweating and it was smelling as well because of the food. I hope you enjoy everything and see you next time. Bye!